ladies and gentlemen, welcome to All or Nothing Games. This is Aeon with a new episode of our My Player series featuring the big man, Wayne Bowe. Let's take a look what's coming up on the episode today. If you're loving the content, please like, subscribe and tell all your pals about it. Also, don't forget to click that wee bell for future video notifications. With that being said, it's time to sit back, relax, and let's get going. So you join us here for Top 6 Match Day 3. It's a big game. Hibs versus Rangers at Ibrox. Second against third. Rangers 8 points clear of Hibs. Hibs desperate to try and close that gap with only 3 games remaining in the season. Aberdeen after that, and then a big massive game against the champions Celtic back at Easter Road. But back to the present, Rangers at Ibrox, tough challenge for any team. Let's see if Hibs are up for it. Got McLaren up front, Boyle, Horgan, Mallon and Bowe. That's the solidest top 5 you've got in this team. Slivka didn't have a good game, but he's retained his position. Then we've got Stevenson and Milligan on the wings with Hanlon and McGregor at centre backs. It's going to be a tough ask against this very solid Rangers team. Solid from top to bottom. But Wayne, the Angel Bowe, will be leading the Hibs boys out at Ibrox. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Ibrox Stadium here in Glasgow for the visit of Hibs. Wayne Bowe, the top scorer in the Ladbrokes Premiership, will be looking to add to his tally against this tough Rangers side. A side that sits 8 points above Hibs in the league. This would be a big one though. This is a 6-pointer. Can Hibs come home with 3 points from Glasgow? It's going to be a tall ask, but here we go. And we're underway. Macaulay gets it forward. Morelos is hunting up front there. And the ball's played up towards Wayne. Flicks it out. Arfield is lurking there. Wayne gets it back. McLaren's ahead of him. Played it through to Boyle. Can the ball come in? It's to McLaren. Gets the flick, but there's no one there. And Flanagan will pick it up and clear it to Rangers, but Hibs still have it. It's taken a deflection, and that's deflected it harmlessly into Fotheringham's hands. Morelos takes it on the chest, but he's tackled illegally, and it's a free kick to Rangers. Both teams' adrenaline is pumping. They are up for it. A lot of challenges going in, a lot of hard hits. Reds up, back to Flanagan. Arfield's come right across the field to collect this. What can he do with it now? He's here, he's put the ball into Morelos. And it's cleared only as far as Flanagan, who fires it back in. It's Arfield again. Rangers putting some pressure on Hibs here. Egeria plays the ball over the top to Morelos, and he's calmly slotted that. Goalkeeper was in no man's land there, made it easy for him, and it's 1-0 to Rangers. Halliday has it now. Over the top. Morelos again running in behind the defenders. That's what he does best. Wallace, good feet work. Wayne stepped right over that ball. It's got it. Oh, that's McLaren. Wayne waking up here. Hibs are rattled. Hibs are all over the board here. That's a lovely challenge there by Bogdan. Saving Hibs blushes there, keeping them in this game. They are hanging on by a thread. Wayne's bursting through. He's played it through to McLaren. McLaren surrounded by Rangers players. He needed to lay that ball off. Looking to turn and get a shot away. Slivka takes it on the chest very well. Here's Wayne Bowe. Good strength, but he's crowded out. hard place to go. Ibrox is a very hard place to go. Into McLaren. Back heel. Oh, that's a dirty challenge there from behind, and that'll be a free kick to Hibs. Yellow card for Flanagan. Into Morelos. Reds up. Loses that ball, and it's given away again. Hibs living very dangerously. Morelos with the run inside again. Will he get a shot away? Hanlon was with him all the way there. It's out to Wallace. Wallace plays it into Morelos. Back to Arfield. It's a great block. All the pressure from Rangers here, and it's 1-0 at half time. Hibs floundering here at Ibrox, not being able to get anything from this game so far. There'll be a big change needed at half time. Hibs get us underway in the second half, needing to do something, needing to pull something out of the bag here. They want their hopes of catching Rangers to stay alive. This is a good start though. McLaren needs to get that ball back into Wayne. Oh, he went for the chipped ball as opposed to the low ball. That's when we needed the low ball. Bad decision making there. Great ball in by Wallace. Wallace is making things happen for Rangers here today. Dorrans back to Halliday. Hibs can't get the ball back there. Flanagan has it on the right. It's forced back though. Horgan attentively sticking to his man. Ball over the top for Morelos. Great control. And Stevenson nips in there and clears that out for a corner to Rangers. Again, Rangers playing with confidence here, showing Hibs who's boss. Wayne misses that one, and it's Bogdan's ball. Gredzer picks it up again. This is too easy for Rangers. Goes past his man, finds Arfield at the edge of the box. One touch, and it's taken away from him. Veered out to Flanagan. Arfield has it into Morelos. Lovely wee flick. It'll go straight to Hibs player. Now can McLaren. The ball's through. He's clear. Can he equalise here? This would be a completely against the run of play. Oh, McLaren. That sums up the day for Hibs so far. He blazed it wide. It was just him and the goalkeeper. And he's lost his composure at the vital moment in this match. Oh dear. It's Mulligan to take the free kick. That could have been flicked over nicely. It's another free kick. There was a bit of argy-bargy going on here between Worrell and Ambrose. He didn't like that challenge in the box. Very close to being a penalty. Came right in the back of him. Took him out. Smashes one over the wall. What a free kick. This man can do it all. It's 1-1. He's equalised with under 10 minutes to go. Found the gap between the heads on a postage stamp. Goalkeeper was unsighted, and that's rammed past him. What a goal by Wayne Bowe. So Hibs looking for some daylight robbery here at Ibrox. They've been under the cosh the whole game. They've not had anything to say, and now they're back level with just over 5 minutes to go. Candias is on though, and he's making an instant impact. That's well challenged though. That needs to be cleared. Up towards McLaren. Against McCauley. McLaren's got the flick on. He's got it back. Here's Wayne Bowe in the midfield. Also tried for the killer ball, but had way too much power on it. McLaren was never getting that. Hibs looking happy with the draw there, and it's what has happened. That is the final result. Wayne Bowe with an 82nd minute free kick to get Hibs a point. Doesn't do anything for the standings in the table. It's all but over now, but Hibs will be delighted to take a point here at Ibrox. Hibs under the cosh the whole game, but they come away with a point. Neil Lennon will take it. Morelos man of the match. Wayne Bowe also plays at 7.5. Hearts beating St Mirren. Celtic champions beating Aberdeen, and that leaves the top 6 looking like this. Still an 8-point gap with 2 games to play. That means mathematically Hibs are in third. Can't go up, can't go down. that position. The top three are set. So Wayne is in the lineup for the second to last, the penultimate game of the season against Aberdeen. Back up to Aberdeen, where they just recently came away with a victory. So Hibs will be looking to repeat that. As I said, after the last game, the top three positions are set in stone now. Neither team can move up nor down. But there's always pride to play for at Hibs, and Wayne will be wanting to finish strong. Wayne will be wanting to add to his goal tally. So here we go to Aberdeen. Canberry up front. McLaren gets a rest. Wayne Bowe, no such thing. He's almost played every game for Hibs this season. But he is their star player, and they will be looking to give him a good send-off in his final 2 games for Hibs before he goes back to Wigan. Let's go. Hibs back at Pittodrie here for the second time in about 3 or 4 weeks. That's what happens in this Scottish League. Small country, small league. Very intimate, very friendly with each other. But there'll be no friends on this pitch when the two teams come out. The Hibs faithful, knowing their team secured 3rd place in the SPL. That's a spot in Europe next season. Here for a bit of fun in the sun in Aberdeen. And we're away with Tansey for Aberdeen, back to Considine. It's intercepted by the Hibs players. Mackay Stevens out there. Good flick back to Tansey. Looks for May. May out to Mackay Stevens. Aberdeen have started hot here, started fast. It's a blocked shot and it's out for a corner kick to Aberdeen. That ball has taken a deflection out to begin. Well challenged. That's a crazy ball across the box. But May plays a poor ball after that, but they've given it back. Wayne flicks it out and the clearance is completed. This is a scrappy game. Anyone would think that Hibs have got nothing to play for, but they'll want the pride. They will not want to lose this game. Good save, keeper. Point blank range. That was heading in, but it's a lovely save. Flashed over by May there. Aberdeen in control of this match so far. The high press from Aberdeen has not allowed Hibs to settle at all. There it is again. That's a ball through to Eddie May. He is onside. Ambrose is coming across and Eddie May finishes. Great challenge coming in from Ambrose there, but he was too late, and it's not Eddie May. Why am I saying Eddie May? Stephen May. Wayne Bowe is losing the ball there. He's got it back. He's going past Mackay Stevens. Got Canberry ahead of him. Ah, Wayne, come on. Touch of a donkey there by Wayne. Carried it straight into the central defender, and the defender made light work of that. That's a good challenge there. Lovely ball into Boyle. This would be a great end to the first half. Scrambled away by Aberdeen. Slivka has it. The flick by Wayne was poor. He had space to turn, but he's not at the races today. Half asleep. Bus legs. I don't know, call it what you will. Not a good performance by Hibs and Wayne either. 1-0 Aberdeen at half time. Bowe has it in midfield at the start of the second half. Plays it to Slivka. The ball tried to go through to Wayne, but it was not accurate enough. But Hibs retain it, and it's back to the goalkeeper. Haynes found. Whittaker out here. Gleeson has it. Flicked it out to McGinn. And there's Wilson up front. Finds a good pass back in. Good strength by Wayne holding off the defender. He's found Stevenson out here, who's found Wayne again. Through to Canberry. Looks for the return pass, and it's a corner kick to Hibs. This is better. Starting to come back into this. Milligan with the corner kick. Wayne's up, and he's headed it wide. He's headed it high. Wayne. Here's the great angles you get from Pataudry. With a big stanchion in your way. It looked like Wayne had a stanchion in his way there because he headed that one over. This really has a non-consequential game feel for Hibs at the moment. They are playing like it's almost a pre-season friendly or a training match. Shinny breaks away there. Wayne goes in the box. And they've managed to bumble it back to their goalkeeper. Not good play, but they got away with it. Wayne Bowe fires a lovely ball out to Horgan. What can Horgan do out here? He's got Logan to beat, and he doesn't beat him. Aberdeen defenders, it's like a day at the park for them today. A Wayne Bowe flick. Is that supposed to be a 1-2? No, Wayne wasn't running there, and that's it. Poor game. Aberdeen eased to a 1-0 victory. Hibs offered nothing today. Absolutely nothing. May with the man of the match. Wayne Bowe played at 6. Boyle 4.5. Stevenson 4.5. Like I said, poor game. Don't even need to look at these results. It's over for all the teams. They are what they are. Aberdeen leapfrogging Hearts with that, but who cares really? So here we are for the final game of the season. Wayne Bowe's loan at Hibs is coming to an end, and it's ending in the biggest way possible in the Ladbrokes Premiership with a game at Easter Road against the champions Celtic. Celtic are the champions of Scotland this year. They have won it with 89 points, 8 points clear of Rangers in second, and a whopping 19 points clear of Hibs at the moment. Lost only 4 games in the season, but Hibs will be looking to take their scalp. Nothing like beating the champions to finish off the season. That would be a great way to end Wayne's journey here with Hibs. So let's go. We've got Bogdan in goals, McLaren up front, Horgan and Mallon. That's what we like to see. Hindman coming in midfield, and Slivka playing defensive midfielder with Stevenson, McGregor, Hanlon and Milligan at the back. Tough ask against any Celtic team. This is a very strong one. Hibs will have to be on their game today. Here we are at Easter Road for the final game of the Scottish Ladbrokes Premiership season. And it's 2 teams in green and white that come to battle. It's Hibs versus Celtic. And we are away. Forgot to change the strips, so it's not too confusing to look at. Celtic are the team playing in green and white, and so are Hibs. Here we have Horgan out on the wing. Hopefully Hibs will be up for this more than they were on their trip to Aberdeen, which was pitiful. Flicked in to McLaren. Back out to Horgan. Wayne Bowe's in the middle. Can they get that ball in? It's Wayne Bowe. He's slotted it. It's a great save by the goalkeeper. It's still here. But Gamboa puts his weight in, and Celtic have it with Forrest. Here's Rogic. Griffiths can't give these Celtic players time on the ball. They will punish you. Here's Gamboa again. He started the move. He's played it into Forrest. Gamboa drives the ball in, but the defender stands firm, and it's out for a throw-in to Celtic. Throw-in will go to Forrest now, to Rogic. Plays the ball, looking for Griffiths. Clipped over towards Sinclair, that should be cleared. It's out to Wayne Bowe. He's got 2 Celtic players around him though. This is a little bit confusing. Wayne Bowe finds McLaren. Goes for the return. McGregor nips in front of him. Wayne Bowe gives it to McLaren. Celtic are swarming that defensive midfield area. Hibs cannot get any space. Ball through to Griffiths. Makes it to him. He takes the first time shot. But it's Bogdan who keeps that comfortably. Oh, just give up on that, why don't you? Come on! This is Celtic we're playing against here. Griffith has it into Forrest. Bowe is back. Box-to-box play here. Looking to cut off anything in there. It's Rogic through. He's taking it. A lot of space to work with. Ball keeps on going. McLaren's not going to get that. It's poor. Come on. Hibs limping to the end of the season here. What a great season it has been for Hibs. You can't take anything away from there. But they are not finishing like the team that we know they can be. Oh, that's a scything tackle, a Scott Brown tackle if ever I've seen one. McLaren's turned the wrong way, turned away from the on-rushing Wayne Bowe. It's a good ball out by Yatta's with him though. McLaren goes near post. It's a poor touch there. Well, Hibs boys are not reacting today, they're half asleep. But it's 0-0 at half time, anything to play for in the second half. Celtic gets underway here. Underway here. Kieran Tierney on the left to Sinclair. Back to Sinclair again. Good organised defence here by Hibs. Not letting the Celtic players go anywhere. Hibs have possession now. Wayne Bowe in midfield. Oh, went for the back heel there. Hibs still have it though. Can they get a ball in? It's right at the back post. And Gordon takes no chances, punching that out play for a corner to Hibs. Can they square the ball back? Wayne Bowe holds off the defence. And oh, he's poked it wide. He just couldn't get his body around that. It had Gordon beaten. It had Gordon scrambling. But it beat everyone, including the post. Wayne Bowe has played his final minute there for Hibs this season. And it's still 0-0. What can his teammates do with him sitting on the bench? Christie's come in for Rogic. Here's Ayer. Forrest got good pace. Stevenson tracks back. Bartley steps in. Slivka plays it up to McLaren. Back to Bartley, and it's a lovely sliding tackle. Here's Griffiths trying to go past this man. He's found Sinclair, who takes another touch. And the save by Bogdan falls to Griffiths, who slots it home. And that is 1-0 Celtic. In injury time. A miracle here, it was what Hibs need, and that's it. Season over. Lee Griffiths' final goal gives Celtic the victory. The champions doing what the champions do, winning. And here's the Hibs team strutting around the park, saluting the High Bees faithful who've been with them every step, every goal, every tackle. And it's been a great season for Hibs. They've secured third place in the Ladbrokes Premiership, a spot in the Europa League next season. And it was a reasonably entertaining game. That one big chance for Wayne Bowe that he clipped wide, and Celtic won it in the dying seconds. Griffiths with the man of the match there. Hearts beating Aberdeen, they'll leapfrog them back up there, and there are is your final standing. Celtic on a whopping 92 points. Rangers second on 84, Hibs third on 70, and then we have Hearts, Aberdeen and St Mirren making up the top six. Wayne Bowe finishes the season 19 years old, 75 overall, 24 goals and 5 assists. That is some record for the young 19-year-old lad there. His stats, we've got 84 and 83 for dribbling and ball control, 82 explosive power, 73 jump. Passes looking good as well. 72 stamina and the weak foot accuracy. That's a good thing to have. Building up there. Acrobatic finishing and fighting spirit are the playing styles and skills that Wayne finishes with. The team of the season is in for the Ladbrokes Premiership, and Wayne Bowe is in there in his preferred position, the hole right behind the front two, who are made up of Canberry and McLaren. Really good presence from Hibs in the attacking sense. Then we've got the Celtic players, a couple of Motherwell players, a St Johnstone and a Rangers players and Aberdeen players. But it's Wayne Bowe right in the middle there. Absolutely deserved, the top scorer in the Ladbrokes Premiership this season. And there's Wayne Bowe having a little chat to the BBC Sport producers there about his great season here on loan from Wigan up in Edinburgh at Hibs. He's finished with 20 goals in the Ladbrokes Premiership, with a few more added on in the Europa League and the Scottish Cup. But a really successful season after a tough start to his young career with his problems down in Wigan. But he's come up here for a breath of fresh air and he's got it. And what a player he looked for Hibs this season. We'll tune in next time to see what becomes of Wayne, whether he's going to go back to Wigan, whether he's going to seek a move away from them, what's going to happen next in his young career. So, stick around and we'll see you then.